Hello, how are you guys doing? Hello. It is author GS Carr, and we're here to do a live writing sprint. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for coming out. So, I have my thing here so I can see who's here and everything like that. This is my first ever live stream, so I'm pretty excited about it. Basically, the reason I created this was because I basically just wanted to, help people get some words in. And I know that sometimes writing can be a little bit lonely, and sometimes, when it's just you that you're accountable to, it makes you not want to do it. So I created this live stream so that, we can kind of hop in here and get some words in. So I have some coffee with me. I've got my manuscript up, and I'm going to start getting some words in. So the basic thing that we're going to do is some sprints. We'll probably do about 3 sprints, 25 minutes a piece. And then we will have some break time in between there to just chit chat and all that good stuff. So with that, I think we should just dive on into the first, hey, digital novelist, how are you doing? Oh, thank you so much for dropping by for support. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. But yeah, so we're just gonna dive right in. I mean, because like I said, it's mainly just a writing sprint and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna get our words in, and yeah. So I have some music that I'm gonna play. It's kind of like lo-fi, hip hop, kind of vibes. Kind of like what was playing when I was doing the introduction. So if that's your jam, then of course you can listen. If not, feel free to mute me and all that good stuff. So when we do our sprints, I will have the timer on the clock, and there will be like a bit of a ding when it's over and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's dive on in then, shall we? So let's see. Oops. All right, so this is our first sprint 1 of 3. So in a couple seconds here, I'm gonna start our countdown timer, and then we can begin. All right, and like I said, after this sprint is finished, then we'll have some time for some chats and stuff like that. And again, feel free to, chat and stuff while we're there. So yes. Oh, hello, Desiree. Hi, I hope you get some good words in. All right, ready? Let's begin our countdown timer. And get our music going. All right. Hello, hello. So we're gonna start our break time now. So how many words did you guys get in? I'm really curious to know. So let me see. I use Scrivener to write, so it has like a word count tracker in it already. So I got in 309 words this sprint. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished if I do say so myself. Oh, guess I should start our break timer. Hold on. Let's see what we got. There we go. Here we go. Start that bad boy. But yeah, so to take a quick little break. But yeah, so I got in 309 words. So I'm like really, really excited about that. I hope you guys got in some good words as well. So basically, I guess I probably should have started with this. I'm writing currently a small town a romance that is set in a bakery. If you watched my brutally honest video, that's basically where that comment came from. I am actually writing one right now. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Let's see. Desiree, I'm revising so 4.5 pages, which is more than I've done. Yeah, heck yeah. That's awesome. I love it. That's awesome. Let's just get our words in, man. I'm here for it. So yeah, I'm over here writing, and I don't know if you guys can see it on my screen over here, but basically I have up Word Hippo. If you have not ever heard of that, I highly suggest you take a peek at it. Like it's basically it just helps me when I'm like have a word that like you know how like sometimes you have that word on the tip of your tongue and like you can't think of what it is, but you have like other words around it, but that aren't quite that word. I like to stick that not quite word into the word hippo and then look at the synonyms, and it helps me to find the different words and like kind of go through. I mean, it has a bunch of different synonyms and stuff like that, or antonyms and stuff like that to help you kind of like think of new words and the right word that you're looking for. So yeah, let's see. Michelle, you said you're writing a devotional, your first book. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Yes. All right, let's see. Sylvia just joined. I'm editing a chapter. So, yes. Not going to lie, the editing process is good luck. That's my least favorite part personally. Like, I can I don't know if anyone else can feel this, but like I can only look at my manuscript like so many times before like I'm literally like clawing my eyeballs out, and then I'm just literally like I can't. So editing for me personally is like that's my kryptonite, but it must be done. So good luck with that. I hope it goes well. Digital novelist, you just finished the second draft of your third. Wow, nice, very nice. And next month you're launching it. Good job, congrats. I hope that goes well. Very nicely done. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Manage. Actually, I don't know. 258 words in 16 minutes. All right. Very nicely done. I'm loving it. Good job. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Let's see. Writing a YA novel, your first book. Very good. You're publishing bad books was well, good. I'm glad that it helped. I'm glad that it helped. So good. Like that's really all I want to help to do is to just help you guys get your books out there. Like I've been thinking about it, and there are just so many stories that we really need to just tell, and like we have stories in us for a reason, and like there's someone out there that is going to like love your books. Like and it's even going to change your life. So like I'm super excited that you guys are out here getting your books down and writing them and publishing and stuff like that. Like I a couple years ago like had someone who literally said like my book helped them to like not hate people. Like or like just like you'd be surprised like once you start like publishing and getting your work out there, like you'd be surprised like how much your words and your stories like have impact and like literally change lives. So like everyone, like whether you're editing, writing, whatever, like thank you for doing it, and thank you for putting in that time and that effort because you're really going to change somebody's lives one day. So yay. Let's see, working on a fanfic with this to write a fantasy novel because of my first official try and huge self-doubt with all of it. No doubt. Don't have any self-doubt. Trust me, like do it. You just get your work out there. Like, don't doubt it. I will guarantee you, I'm going to say this. There will be people that will hate it. Guaranteed. But there's also going to be people who love it. So you can't please everyone. So, but you will please someone. So, hey, don't, that is a guarantee. So keep going, like, so yeah. Let's see. This one is a techno romance with love traveling between a divorced doctor, his ex-wife, a younger woman who may or may not be human and AI. That is awesome. I like that. That is really cool. That is a really cool concept right there. I love it. Yes. Let's see. I write one day and edit the next if I can wrestle myself. Bruh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know what? So I know the timer is about to go down, but whatever. We'll start our sprint whenever we start it. But it's actually kind of funny. Um, Sometimes for me, one of the ways that I found to help get words down, especially on a day where like I really don't feel like it, I just write the dialogue. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I talk to myself all the time. So like dialogue is very easy for me personally. Because it's just, it's just a back and forth. So like I'll literally just like write and I'm not gonna lie, that's what I'm doing right now. I like write the dialogue between the two characters and then like put in like little tags of stuff that I want them to do, like, what they said, and then be like, he's gonna say it awkwardly, or what she's doing, or she needs to go and pick this up from the stroller or something like that. And then like later I'll go in, like when I'm feeling more of that like creative energy, or like, whatever the zone or whatever, like then I'll go in and actually like flush it out. But I mean, honestly, like, I don't know about how you guys feel about this, but to me, the dialogue is kind of really meat and potatoes of a story, because that's the conversation and the interaction between the two people. And so like once I have that down, like it makes it so much easier to just kind of like flush out the rest and like add in those like more nuancy things and like the internal thoughts and all that other good stuff. So that's just, kind of my thought. So let's see, but easy to write and edit. Yes, dialogue. Yes, 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 exactly. I don't know. I feel like dialogue is it's just easier to do. Like we have conversations all the time. Like, like it's just so much easier to just kind of get that down and then, go from there. Um, we used to really just struggle with description, but for us, yes, good. I mean, honestly, like with description, like I think, um, one of the things that kind of like that kind of helps me with like getting down like really good description and stuff like that. Like I said, once you kind of have that dialogue down, you just like, for me, like I just think about like what would you do? Like okay, y'all, I am not an actress, but like I like to act it out. And like I've tried to like write a fight scene before, and I've literally had my friends and I'm like, yo, can I just like pretend to punch you to see if this actually like will do what it's supposed to do, or if I'm creating a character that has like 10 arms in order to like get this combo down, so like when I have the dialogue down, then I'll like literally sit as if I'm that person and be like, what would I do if I'm having this conversation? And then be like, oh, I said blah 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 blah, and so then I would probably do this or whatever, and then like go down and like write that down and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, all right guys, our timer has definitely gone off, so it's time for the second sprint. So I'm going to start that in 1 second. Sprint number 2. All right. Okay. Countdown timer. Reset that bad boy. Let's get our music going. Let's begin. It's break time. Awesome. Let's see. All right, this time, let me restart our 5-minute timer, break time timer. All right, this time I got about 280 words. Not bad. Not bad at all. I had a moment where I was trying to figure something out in my manuscript, so I'm gonna say not bad for that. Yeah, exactly. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I was writing and I I'm trying to make this a bit more of a rom-com, and I think one of the things about writing a rom-com is the fact that like comedy is very subjective. And so I personally like a bit more of like a dry, witty humor. And so like for me, sometimes I kind of like wonder if anyone else is gonna find this funny, find what I want to say funny. But anyway, let's see. Desiree, 4 more pages. Yes, excellent. 345 words. Good. I mean, shoot, they're all good because they're there. Okay. Every single one of those words is a good word because it's a word that's, carrying your story forward. You know what? Actually, I my very first book, The Cost of Hope, somebody else on one of my videos, they had mentioned something about like good words. And it was funny because my first book, The Cost of Hope, I wrote the whole thing and then I gave it to another author friend of mine to review it. And she literally told me, she's like, oh, well, your book actually should start on chapter 4. And like, if you can imagine chapter 4, like that's like, several thousands of words that I would have to cut in order to start on chapter 4. She's like, oh yeah, the rest of that that's just not, nope, chapter 4. And as much as I hated it, she was definitely right. Chapter 4 was the starting point, and I did like axe all of those words from the first like 3 chapters. But I still don't think they were wasted words because those were the words that I needed so that I could fully understand my characters better. And so, when I sometimes think about like the concept of like, oh, are these good words or whatever? Like every word is good because it's progressing your story forward. It's helping you understand your character better. Even if those words don't make it into your final manuscript, they're helping you out. So that's my thought on the good words. So let's see. How far am I in my manuscript? Well, actually, right now, I'm about 4 chapters in, so I'm about like 6,000 words in to my manuscript at the current moment in time. This is a bit of a newer one, so my hope is to just keep plugging away every day and get it done. Um, let's see, 650. Yes, 653 words today. Very nicely done. I'm trying to be on your level. Like, I'm trying to get there today. Yeah, it is definitely it's painful to cut. Like it is definitely painful to cut. Which it took me. She told me that it took me a good minute before I like accepted that I needed to cut like 3 chapters. Like at first, I was like, "Ma'am, what is in your peace pipe? Like, what are you smoking? If you think I'm gonna cut 3 chapters worth, like, there's no way." But it was worth it. It was worth it in the end. But yeah, cutting is hard, man. Like, can't believe it. Um, 448 words. Very nicely done. I love it. Very good. You guys are getting it in. Yes. Let's see. Just Shine editing the first page. Good. On the dialogue where all the goodies are. So the next pages should fly by. Keep your yes. Good. Awesome. Very nicely done, guys. All right. Can I read you guys my one of the scenes that I just wrote today? Like I'm just really I like this scene a lot. So just a little backstory on my novel that I'm or my whip or whatever. So basically, it's a small town romance, second chance, and so they broke up in college. And my hero, his name is Reed, and my heroine, her name is Haley. And basically, unfortunately, Haley's sister Claire dies, and so she has to come back to the town, and she has to take care of her niece and sell the house, and kind of whatever. And then she runs into her ex, who is starting his own bakery and all that good stuff. And so Claire, while she's cleaning out Claire's house, she comes across a rolling pin that has his name on it. And there's this scene that I just wrote, and it's like a slow, subtle burn, like, and I just love it. Um, so just when she's returning the rolling pin to him because it has his name on it. So she's returning the rolling pin to him, and then she's just like, "So, you and Claire clearly kept in touch. What did you talk about?" And then he says, "Nothing much, just small town neighborly stuff, borrowing sugar and rolling pins." Would I confess to Haley? Would I confess that Haley herself was the topic of many of our conversations? That I attempted to drop nondescript questions about her into our conversations every chance that I got? Hell no. Oh, okay, gotcha. I've missed the small town neighborly stuff over the last several years. Well, it's been here where you left it, the small town it is. Yeah, I can see that. Good old Bellamy Ridge, right where I left it. Anyway, I love that scene so much because, like, it's clear, like, clearly he's like low key, like, yeah, we're the town, talking about himself, not just the town. But I just love it. I love like a subtle dig. Anyway, sorry, I'm done. All right. All right, humans, let's start our third. So this will be our third and final sprint for the day. So another 25 minutes. Oh, thank you, Desiree. So this is our third and final sprint. So we're gonna do another 25 minutes, and then after that, we'll wrap it up and kind of do a last one. Oh, really quickly. So yes, I will definitely be doing these sprints. A little bit later. And also too, again, like my one of my goals with this channel and just in general is to really help people like write. I think it's so important to get our stories down and to like make that time to write. So I have on my channel currently an immersive writing experience. So that one is 4 25-minute sprints with 5-minute breaks in between. Like, so it basically for each sprint, there's like this magical tree in the desert, and it like changes from like dawn until the evening. And it's a beautiful tree. I personally love it. And so it's just, kind of like quiet, ambiance, kind of deserty, wind blowing music and stuff like that. And then so I'm actually going to create another one pretty soon, which more of like a hip hop kind of lo-fi vibe, kind of like the music that I've been playing today. And like the scene will be kind of in like a modern city high rise apartment and stuff like that. So I'm going to create, like, I'll keep doing these live streams, but I'm also going to create different like immersive writing sessions as well for people so that, just whenever you have time, like, I mean, obviously I can only be on at certain times, but those you can kind of go back and do anytime. And it's the same thing. It's writing sprints with breaks, and stuff like that. So I highly encourage you guys to check those out as I make them. And if you have like a specific one that you want, just let me know. Like, do you want like a cottage scene or a rainy whatever, I don't even know, or an outdoor fall scene or something like that. So let me know, and I'm like super, super happy to make all of these for you guys. So because I want you guys to get your words in. So yeah. All right, guys. So let's start our third sprint. We start our timer, turn back on our music. There we go. Awesome. Yay. That was our third and final sprint. So, how did you guys do? Let's see. I did. Final word count is 937 words. So, I got 937 words in today. Wow. So, my manuscript started at 5,368 words, and final word count is 6,305. So, heck yeah, nice. Did you guys get some good words in? Also, going back through the chat, I see that Clayfinity, yes, you said that sometimes this format is not great for the ADHD. I'm totally there with you. Not gonna lie, totally there with you. But I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here helping us out or writing with us. So yay. Um, honestly, for me, sometimes like doing this, I like it because like when I do the 25-minute sprint, like it forces me to like sit and like, try to get in my words and all that good stuff for like a set amount of time. Cause like for me, my brain will just like bounce around. And if I don't like force myself to like, okay, like I guess it's like putting parameters on it for me. Like, this is the 25 minutes where you must work. And then I'm like, okay, so that it like keeps me from like bouncing off to like Facebook or like opening my laptop and doing like other things. But anyway, so let's see. We got 250 words in the last one. Yes, very nice. Good job. I'm excited about it. Also, Michelle, I told you I would go back and answer your question. Hold on, let me go back to it. Do you edit as you go? What's a good middle ground to keep your writing organized without getting stuck in editing before your ideas are fully developed? I kind of don't edit as I go. Um, actually, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm gonna share my screen with you. So I'm gonna show you my writing. So hold on. All right, y'all. There we go. All right, so this is how I write. So this is my I write in Scrivener. And so this is kind of how I write. So this is my manuscript itself. And so these are the 4 chapters that I have down so far. And I really love Scrivener because it helps me to, again, stay organized. So these are like my notes that I have. So this is my what do you call that? My character profile for my heroine. This is my character profile for my hero, any side characters that I have. And then this brainstorming is basically like my chapter by chapter, what you call it. So like literally before this, and this is just a personal thing of mine, before I start writing as a romance, like, people need to grow, and everything like that. So I personally start off with like, okay, well, how do I want my characters to grow emotionally? What are their goals at the beginning of the story? What's the glue that holds them together? Because, of course, a romance is like, it's always the push and pull of love. And then so I talk about like different types of scenes that I want to have. So I want some funny scenes with Lily giving baby drama, or whatever. See the personality of the small town, blah, blah, blah. And then I have my chapter by chapter outline with literally everything that I want to happen. And so like before I start writing, usually like I'll glance over this stuff. And like for my characters profiles and stuff like that, like I'll have her name, basic information. And then I think I've talked about this several times in my writing about the emotional wound. Like I really think that it's important to understand like what is that emotional wound that drives your character. And I use the emotional wound thesaurus that I've talked about in my previous videos. And so like I nail that down and like, what exactly is her issue that she's trying to overcome. And then, like I'll do her like personality style and blah, 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 blah. And I do the same thing for like the hero and all that good stuff as well. So like I just glance over these things before I start writing, and I'll show you guys. Like this is my actual document that I'm writing. So like I said, like I'm literally, it's all dialogue. Like for now, it's just literally 99% dialogue. There's no like tags, there's no extra. And so what I like to do is like I'll have my, as I'm writing, like I'll have my dialogue and I'll have like my scenes or whatever. And then I just like slowly build them out, if that makes sense. So, and this is just my process again. So like I'll have my dialogue and then so of course, like, what are they doing? Like after I have like what they're saying down pat, then I'll be like, okay, but like what are the actions? What are the facial expressions he'd be making while saying these things? And I like to go back and then even ask about okay, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. I'm gonna there we go. Sorry, okay, there we go. But yeah, so then I like to go in and after I want to be able to see you guys' comments and stuff. But anyway, so after I kind of go in, then I just like slowly build up the scene. So like I guess I don't like edit as I go in the sense that like one time I'm just like in a flow state and then I write it all out. And then after that, I just take that basis and then I build out the scene. Okay, this is what they said. All down, all done, good. What would she be doing while she's saying these things? What actions would they, what facial expressions, whatever, right? And then I'll kind of go out from that. I'm like, okay, like who else is in the scene? Like, so while that whole conversation was between, the hero and the heroine, there's technically a baby in the scene because like she comes in with a baby. So like, should they have interacted with the baby at some point? Where am I going to stick that in, or is the baby making a noise or, whatever. So that's kind of how I go about writing, I guess. And so that's that. So I hope that was helpful. and all that good stuff. So yeah. So let's see, digital novels editing as I go on the first draft is pointless. I don't have enough of the story down to polish it. Just get through the first draft. Yeah, exactly. For me, kind of the same thing. Like I just want to just get it down. And then like once I have it down, then I can kind of go through and like really think about, more of the deeper stuff. Um and yeah, Scrivener it's really easy to learn. It's really easy to use, and like I said, it helps me to stay organized, which I absolutely love. And you can even like like rename the chapter. So like I see like who's like as a romance from first person, like each chapter is from the hero or heroine's point of view. So like I can even like color code them if I want to or whatever to like know who's talking when and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Sylvia finished page 2. Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I love it. And you're feeling productive? Good job. Very nicely done. I love it. Let's see. Clayfinity, what I do every day, I begin with the last few pages of what I wrote the day before. Yeah, exactly. To get into the vibe and to see what I dislike about what I wrote. Yeah, no, I like that as well too. Like I do a little bit of that, of course, making sure to go back in and like see what you wrote the day before. Also, I don't know if you guys do this too. I like to kind of end at a place where it's easy to jump back in. Like sometimes, you might want to like finish the whole scene in your writing session, but maybe leave it off a little bit. And like, so that way the next day, like you're not starting over with like a whole brand new scene and you have to like mentally like get over the hump of like trying to become creative again and like digging in. And so like by starting off in a scene where or like by leaving it in a like halfway through a scene or like kind of at a place that where you just like easy to jump back in, for me I found that it makes it so that I can just get back in, and then like as I'm going, it's like doing a warm up, like getting creative or whatever. So then once that scene ends and I start the new scene, I've already been like writing for a while, so I'm kind of like in that creative flow, so like starting the new scene isn't as hard. But then I'll still, when I finish the session, try to end that new scene in the middle of the scene so that it's easy, like I guess just keep stopping at a place where it makes it easy to jump back in. So I don't know, it's just kind of a thought of mine. But let's see, final word count 1,170. Wow, very nice. Good words. I love it. Um, Very nice. What software am I using to do the stream? I'm actually using EV Yeah, I really like it. StreamYard was one of the options that I was looking at, but it was like $40 or something a month, and this one is only $20 a month, and you can like still have a lot of the functionality. So, yeah. Let's see, Desiree, really enjoyed this. Along with the chill style, helped me relax and focus. Good. I'm so glad. So let's see. Yeah, starting mid-scene definitely works. Good, good, good. I'm glad you guys like this. All right, beautiful humans. I am so glad that you guys got in some really good words. I did too. Thank you so much for joining me. This was really amazing. So I will be doing more of these in the future. I'll probably do one like maybe like every couple weeks, maybe even once a week. I don't even know. Like, let me know what you guys like, how often you guys would like to do these. Um, so I think they're just really great ways for us to, again, stay accountable, get some words in, and all that good stuff. And like I said, I'll also be creating like immersive writing experiences. So like you guys can go to them anytime on my channel. And then it's the same format, 25-minute sprints, but obviously you'll do those alone, I guess. But, just really get an opportunity to help you get your words in. So yes, do a stream. Do a stream. I like, yes, invite me to the stream. Let's do it. Like I'll be on your stream, definitely. All right, beautiful humans. Well, I hope you guys have a amazing rest of your day. I'm gonna end this stream now. Thank you so much again for joining me. I'm so glad you guys got in some good words and that we really enjoyed this. And please stay tuned for the next one. So yeah. All right, guys. Bye.